Guru, how long can the mind stay or be kept in the heart? The period extends by practice. What happens at the end of the period? The mind returns to the present normal state. Unity in the heart is replaced by the experience of many different things we see and perceive. This is called the outgoing mind. The heart-going mind is called resting mind. When one daily practices more and more in this manner, the mind will become extremely pure due to the removal of its defects, and the practice will become so easy that the purified mind will plunge into the heart as soon as the inquiry is commenced. Is it possible for a person who once has had the experience of God in meditation to identify himself with the body when out of meditation? Yes, it is possible, but he gradually loses the identification in the course of his practice. In the floodlight of the self, the darkness of illusion dissipates forever. Experience gained without rooting out all the vasanas cannot remain steady. Effort must be made to eradicate the vasanas. Knowledge can only remain unshaken after all the vasanas are rooted out. Do these tendencies go gradually, or will they suddenly all disappear one day? I ask this because although I have remained here for a long time, I do not perceive any gradual change in me. When the sun rises, does the darkness go gradually or all at once? How can I tell if I am making progress with my inquiry? The degree of the absence of thoughts is the measure of your progress towards self-realization. But self-realization itself does not admit of progress. It is ever the same. The self remains always in realization. The obstacles are thoughts. Progress is measured by the degree of removal of the obstacles to understanding that self is always realized. So, thoughts must be checked by checking to whom they arise. So, you go to their source where they do not arise. Doubts are always arising. Hence my question. A doubt arises and is cleared. Another rises and that is cleared, making way for it another, and so it goes on. So, there is no possibility of clearing away all doubts. See to whom the doubts arise. Go to their source and abide in it. Then they cease to arise. That is how doubts ought to be cleared. Should I go on asking who am I without answering? Who asks whom? Which bhavana should be in the mind at the time of inquiry? What is the I, the self or the ego? In the inquiry who am I is the ego. The question really means what is the source or origin of this ego? You need not have any bhavana in the mind. All that is required is that you must give up the bhavana that you are the body of such and such a description with such and such a name, etc. There is no need to have a bhavana about your real nature. It exists as it always does. It is real and no bhavana.